Let's talk about Carved from 2024. Carved, directed by Justin Harding, is a comedy horror film that attempts to blend the spooky charm of Halloween with a historical twist. The movie centers around a group of survivors trapped in a historical reenactment village on Halloween night, where they must unite to battle a sentient, vengeful pumpkin. The premise is intriguing, promising a mix of folklore-inspired horror and dark humor. However, the execution leaves much to be desired, resulting in a film that struggles to find its footing. The setting of Carved is atmospheric, with fog-draped streets and eerie candlelit corners that could have lent themselves well to an eerie experience. The idea of a vengeful pumpkin antagonist is unique and initially provides a fresh take on Halloween horror. Unfortunately, the film fails to maintain this novelty as the pumpkin's menace quickly turns from frightening to almost comical, seemingly unintentionally. The narrative relies heavily on formulaic jump scares and predictable character decisions, which dilute any real sense of danger. One of the film's most significant issues is its inability to balance horror and humor effectively. It wavers between attempting to be a tongue-in-cheek horror comedy and a genuine fright fest, resulting in a disjointed tone that keeps viewers at a distance. The pacing exacerbates this issue as the film drags after an initially engaging setup, leaving the audience waiting for something truly terrifying or hilarious to happen. The characters in Carved are underdeveloped, with the script failing to give the capable cast enough material to work with. Peyton Elizabeth Lee stars as Kira, a seemingly determined protagonist, but her character arc is frustratingly linear. Corey Fogelmanis as Cody and Carla Jimenez as Barb inject occasional humor, but their roles are not enough to offset the film's uneven tone. The ensemble cast, including Elvis Nolasco and Jonah Lees, mainly serves as fodder for the pumpkin antagonist, diminishing the emotional stakes of the story. Visually, Carved shows some creativity in set design, but the special effects fail to bring the vengeful pumpkin to life in a convincingly terrifying way. The pumpkin's movements feel stilted and cartoonish, undercutting any attempts at genuine scares. The setting, a Halloween-themed historical village, has potential but isn't fully utilized, often feeling sparse and underlit. The film attempts to explore themes of unity and survival, as the characters must set aside their differences to combat a common enemy. However, these themes are not fully developed, with the film opting instead to focus on cheap thrills and recycled horror tropes. The concept of a sentient pumpkin terrorizing a group in a historical reenactment village screams for a more clever, self-aware approach. Instead, Carved clings too closely to conventional horror tropes, never fully embracing the absurdity that could have set it apart. Ultimately, Carved doesn't live up to its intriguing premise, faltering under a lack of focus and uneven execution. While the idea of a haunted pumpkin wreaking havoc on Halloween night has potential, the film lacks the wit, tension, and cohesion necessary to pull it off. The characters feel like placeholders, the scares are predictable, and the humor, when it appears, feels out of place. Carved is, at best, a mildly amusing watch for those looking for low-stakes horror. However, for fans hoping for a new Halloween classic, it's likely to disappoint. So, that's my review of Carved, and I'm giving it 2.5 stars out of a possible 5 stars. Thanks for listening. If you've liked this content, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.